Hello Internet, I'm Hugo.
Do I have to pay for that, or?
Funny. And this is Unpopular Culture. Today we're talking about Bethesda's second forte into the land of paid mods. And let's see...
Oh, hold on. Before you watch the rest of the video, please accept the terms and service agreement. It's the thumbs up button. And then after that, please send us $7.99. That'll be for Hugo and Jake points. You can redeem those points for dick jokes.
There you go. We'll give you 100 dick joke points for free, though. So that makes it feel a little less,
Scammy.
Scammy.
It's like a scam.
So, today we're talking about, like I said, Bethesda's paid mods. Now, back during E3, there was a part of the conference they were giving, the lackluster conference that Bethesda was giving, where their Creation Club came up, and there was a resounding as what they were describing appeared to be them trying to do the paid mod system again, which failed so spectacularly last year when they tried it out on Steam.
Failed this time, too. Everyone on Steam is pretty pissed off, but what I'm worried about, and what I think you're worried about, is the console. Because we just went through, we have Skyrim and Fallout 4 both on PC and on our consoles each.
Yes.
So I use my computer and looked. They don't have it for Skyrim right now. At least I can't find. If it's available, I couldn't find it. So it's basically not available because I tried real hard. Fallout 4 is available through the Steam service. It has its own Steam store page that you buy through there. I'm assuming the game also did. For some reason, Fallout 4 didn't want to work on my computer today. Yeah. Can you believe a Bethesda game didn't want to open? And then
maybe
Hugo. Oh.
Maybe it's a built-in feature. The game doesn't work half the time, so you don't see the shady shit they're up to. Anyway, I booted up my PlayStation 4, put in Skyrim. It didn't appear the creation or the whatever.
The mods option was there.
The mods were there, but the Creation Club wasn't ready for Skyrim yet. But I did open Fallout 4, and the Creation Club on there is ready as of today, assuming you have all the updates. I checked it out, looked around, and what do you know? Paid fucking mods.
Yeah, but check it out. So you started it up, and it shows up on the menu screen, you know, the dun dun with the garage. But it's grayed out, so you couldn't do it. So we had to load into the game, and then accept the terms of service agreement.
Yeah,
and then go back out to do the mod thing, which kind of it made you say something like this. This seems on purpose.
It seems like they're trying to get you to accept the terms and service without thinking about it because they don't present them to you right away. They don't even let you go to the mods or creation, whatever they're calling it, Creation Club right away. They're grayed out until you get into the game. And by the time you're ready to get into the game, especially if you've loaded Fallout on a PlayStation lately, takes a long time to do. Then you're just gonna go, okay, whatever, get through this, get to the game. Okay. So, I think that's shady as shit in the first place. But then you actually back out once you accept the terms of service. You go into the Creation Club, and what do you know? Paid mods. Not just paid mods. Mods implies, I don't know, a certain level of work that went into them, whereas some of these things are literally skins.
No, not some of them. I'm trying to think of one that isn't a skin in function.
They're all skins. They're all basically skins.
But listen, the Gauss rifle... That was already a thing.
Right. It's
a
variation.
Prototype Gauss rifle. It just has different damage stuff on it. And then, apparently there's a quest you do. I assume it's a Radiant quest.
Probably.
But the shotgun, there's already shotguns in it. They just made the skin different.
Yeah.
Because the shotgun properties are going to be the same. All the outfits are skins. There's skins for the Pip-Boys. There's skins for furniture.
Yeah.
Right now it's just skins.
Just skins.
This is
they're microtransactioning a single player game.
It's microtransactions, and we'll talk about that in a second, but the price also,
the prices are terrible.
They're not great. Now, if you're someone that plays MMOs, for instance, you might think the prices aren't that bad because and I assume you get a bonus for the more you buy, because I think $39 is 5,500 points.
Yeah, you don't buy these things with direct money, by the way.
course
There's a
not.
middleman currency that you transfer your dollars or whatever currency you're using to these Bethesda points, and then you use the points to buy things.
Well, that's so you can be completionist about how you spend them.
That way you'll say, oh, I have, 50 whatever Bethesda points. I can't let those go to waste, so I better buy more points so I actually have enough to buy a thing. Uh-oh, now I have some left over still. I know you're thinking to yourself, no one's that stupid. People do that kind of thing all the time. So,
especially like, I don't know, I've played League of Legends, and they give you RP, which is their paid currency, and then there's IP, which is your earned currency. Obviously much easier to buy it than it is to earn it. It goes much slower. Yeah. Sometimes, every once in a while, they'll be like, hey, you want some RP? Here's just a taste. It's like taste. It's like throwing crack rocks into an alley.
There you go. This is really what it is. Not only that, but on top of that, Bethesda actually does give you 100 credits right off the bat.
Ooh, what can you buy with your 100 credits, Hugo?
You can either buy a paint job for your power armor.
What color? What do you have? Several colors?
Black.
What else?
I'm sorry. It's onyx. It's fucking black. It's black power armor, which already had a mod for.
To be fair, black power armor is pretty cool.
And other than that, you can also get for 50 points each different Pip-Boy skins, and that's going to be, I think there's a chrome one, a black one, and then kind of a camo one.
I thought there was a red one as well.
Might have been a red one. Then on top of that, you got 2 weapons right now, like you said, prototype Gauss rifle, which looks almost exactly the same.
It's an energy sniper
rifle. It's a
rifle.
little bit different. And a double-barrel shotgun. Again, it looks like a reskin of a weapon from the game.
It wasn't just a double-barrel shotgun, because that's what it already has. It's a homemade shotgun made with pipes. And then there's a couple outfits. There's a spacesuit, and
there's a spacesuit, which is a cross promotion from the game they also are publishing, Prey. So it's a fucking product placement they're asking you to pay for. And then on top of it, the piece de resistance.
Oh, there it is.
The horsepower armor.
Oh, explain the mythos of the horsepower armor, because I actually wasn't around for the original DLC that this legend arises from.
Yeah, for those of you who are young enough to not remember when DLC was a new idea, all we had at the time were expansion packs, because the internet wasn't as big of a deal, so you'd actually go to the store and purchase an expansion pack.
Those were fun.
Right. Now, at that point, there were generally almost half a full game because it took so much time. It was
Shivering Isles.
Shivering Isles was great. Something
else came from that.
Yes, and this is where DLC began to be born, because they started to say, these expansion packs, people won't have to go into stores and buy them anymore. We can make additions to our game after the fact and transfer them over the internet, because enough people have that now. This led to Bethesda creating their first DLC, $10 horse armor. What this did, this was in Elder Scrolls Oblivion, it gave your horse armor.
And the quest to get the armor?
Nope, just gave you horse armor, $10. So,
Oh.
It's become a joke since then, because since then, obviously, Bethesda has taken that to be tongue-in-cheek. They have done very good expansion packs again. Shivering Isles, one of the best expansion packs of all time for Oblivion.
Oh, sure. I mean, Skyrim had some really, really good... I think Hearthstone's a good, really... It's actually kind of priced...
correctly at $5 or however much it is.
I also had the vampire one, which was pretty good.
I like Dawn Guard, and what was the other one? The other one was Dragonborn. I like both of those. I thought they were a little overpriced. I thought Dragonborn was the right price. I think the other one.
If you want good
or vice
DLC,
versa.
you go get Hearts of Stone for Witcher 3 and thank me later.
There you go. But anyway, my point being, Bethesda is spitting in your face and saying, hey, you know this stuff that people have been getting for free for years? Why don't you pay us for it? Because fuck you.
And also, they still offer the free mods.
Yeah.
Through, like, on console specifically. On PC, this isn't going to be a problem if you already mod.
Not at all.
Because you can just go to Nexus Mods and get your shit and your script extenders and you're done. That's fine. But don't... I can't urge you enough as a fellow consumer of video games and Bethesda software and just... please don't buy this. I gotta assume you're not already. You're just not gonna. But if you're thinking about it, because there's nothing about it that looks good to me. Oh, there's a backpack, by the way.
Oh, you can get a backpack also for a ridiculous amount. Here's my worry. My worry is this is them sticking their toes in the water to make all mods made for them curated and okayed by Bethesda directly.
Oh, that's your worry?
Because here's what I'm thinking. Right now, with the games that are already out, the creation tools are already out there. The mod tools are already out there, so anyone can make a mod for Skyrim or Oblivion or Fallout.
But they're gonna update their engine.
But they're going to update their engine. Now, with this Creation Club, what I'm thinking they're going to do is say, if you want to make mods for our games, that's fine, but you have to apply with us. You have to fill out a bunch of paperwork saying all your mods are gonna go through our store.
Because then if it leaks, someone gets sued and sent to jail.
Yep. And, yeah. Basically, I'm thinking they're trying to take a hold on the market of mods and make it part of their business model, and not in a way that it already was. Mods have already been a part of Bethesda's business model in that mods have like
they make 70% of a game,
and then the mods fix the rest of the game. Now they're trying to monetize that 30% that's been saving them, not realizing this is going to make them go, fuck you, I'm going to go mod different games.
You know what's going to happen? Someone's going to make a Fallout or a Skyrim type game and be like, mod the shit out of this.
Yep.
And Bethesda's going to go, and Todd Howard's magnum opus is going to be killing himself in a hotel bathroom.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know if any of this comes internally directly just from Bethesda, or if higher up somewhere are saying we need to monetize this shit and they don't understand the bad will it creates with the audience. I want to like Bethesda. Bethesda's one of the last game studios I really felt for a long time kind of got it. Kind of understood the enjoyment in discovery, in discovering new things in games,
and I still
exploration.
think they're the heart and soul of exploration in video games right now, because even with Fallout 4's problems, most of it stemming from the RPG elements non-existing, it's still fun as shit to go around the universe. It's still fun as shit to like experience the side characters and see the sites that they popped into this planet. And Skyrim, of course, is that as well, although much less populated than I think it ought to be. But of course, that's their engine shit.
But they've also been doing their other shady business practices.
Of course,
before
that's what I'm saying.
Before Fallout 4 came out, they did a big embargo on reviews.
Yep.
Except for specific people who they knew were going to give good reviews to it.
If this is what happens, this is one of the greats. Like, you peaked around Oblivion.
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas was really good, but that wasn't all Bethesda.
They just distributed it.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping the bad reaction they're going to be getting from all this is going to make them go, maybe we should just stop.
Right. Remember that we are the market, and they are the supplier, and if we don't buy their shit, then that's... I mean, like, how many times have you bought Skyrim? How many times have you purchased Skyrim?
Once when it first came out, once in the special edition, and once on the PC.
Same. 3 times I've purchased that game.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't actually regret it, because Skyrim's a worthy game of my time. Like, I feel like most people that play that game are like, I'll sink 80 hours into each copy I have.
Sure.
And be perfectly fine with it. A lot of people put 200 plus. So, if you just make one good game, like if this business practice continues and they're like, okay, microtransactions, but also mods, I'm so much more... There's games I will buy stuff for after I bought stuff for them in an effort to... Not only because it's cool and it's neat, microtransactions aren't always that bad, but I feel like sometimes they deserve it because like they give you a good product. For instance, League of Legends is a game that I binge. I'm on or I'm off. But when I'm on... Sometimes I'll buy a skin or something because it's free, but if Fallout and Bethesda and if they're giving us a $60 game, and then like their DLCs for this, a couple of them were good, but like some of them were overpriced as fuck. 3 of them were overpriced as fuck.
Here's another angle to look at it too, by the way. There were similar packs for Fallout New Vegas. They had just small DLC packs.
They were like $5 each, weren't they?
They had like a pack that was called like a Gunrunners pack, for instance. It just gave you like maybe 10 new weapons, so maybe $5. That
populates the whole thing with him, though.
Which is smart, and that's the kind of thing you would look at maybe with something like this. However, in order to do that, they had developers in team make that.
Right.
What Bethesda is essentially doing here is trying to farm out work they should be doing and hiring employees for, and they're trying to do it on a contract basis with modders, because it's cheaper and they don't have to give them benefits and salary.
I mean, I totally get that, but...
It's scummy, is what it is.
The thing is, we shouldn't be incurring that cost. If that's what you want to do, then be like, you know what I would love if you want to do that? A $5 a year subscription to mods for a thing to support the modders, and it supports, whatever Bethesda's prices. I would rather do that than microtransactions if you're going paid mods. If I have to do paid mods for games I love, that's the model. Other than that, I'm fucking not doing it. I'm gonna go on PC and get them for free.
My opinion on mods has always been the same. Mods are mods.
Of course.
There's something
I
you
agree
do
with you.
either as a hobby or a way to build up your resume in the gaming industry.
Right.
I am 100% on board for a donate button on every single mod you make.
I would donate to a lot of those,
I would as
especially
well.
on Skyrim.
But I think that's as far as it should go. Beyond that, it becomes a business entanglement issue, and it becomes an issue of Bethesda either hire these people and make them full-time employees and treat them as such, or don't exploit their work that they're doing already and say, okay, we'll throw you a bone though. Fuck you. Either hire employees to finish your games, or fail as a company. I don't know. Don't do this half. Oh, come be part of our Creator Club program. We'll give you 5%. Oh, aren't you so lucky? Oh, Mr. Barry Gordy, you're gonna give me $5 for all my songs?
Barry Gordy. Oh,
wow.
I'm
saying.
Wow. Is that a Motown reference?
What I'm saying.
It was.
Is. It's a large company taking advantage of people who really, really want to favor goodwill with a big company because they need to get into the industry and they're being taken advantage of.
Tell you what.
And Todd Howard, I don't know
his fault.
how much he's aware of all this, but at some point I assume Todd Howard was that guy trying to break into the industry. And if he doesn't look at this kind of shit and feel sick about himself and what the company is becoming, guess what? See that noose, Todd Howard? You can climb that. Anyway, so I think that's it for this episode.
He only speaks for 50% of the show.
The best 50%.
I actually condone the closet belt thing.
That's actually... You gotta get 700 extra Bethesda credits for that.
By the way, I'm just saying, I think all the Bethesda modders, the ones that make a living off of it, or, make money at least, everyone that's ever done modding for Bethesda, join forces, make us the game we've always wanted. Fuck Bethesda, you can be the new Bethesda.
I'm not kidding. All the modders...
I would seriously do that.
I know it, and I know it takes more than that for a startup, but...
I would be on board to kickstart that. I'm just saying. And I think if all of them, I don't know who the leader of the modders is, but I'm sure the modding community has, a few people that they really look up to that do the big stuff. Yeah. If you guys made your own game that's, like that, but not that... Fuck yeah, we'd be on board. All of us would be on board. It'd be post-apocalyptic. It'd be far future. It could be medieval. It could be whatever you want it to be.
You know what I want? Do a Fallout type game, a post-apocalypse, but I want it 1980s post-apocalypse.
Ooh,
that'd be fun.
80s apocalypse.
And you get
instead of the 60s nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig that.
So do that. Get on it. But anyway, please, I can't tell you guys what to do, but it's going to be very bad things for single-player games getting,
Also,
microtransactions if this succeeds.
None of that stuff is cool. It's not worth it.
It's really not. A lot of it's subpar to actual free mods.
You can go look for yourself. You just got to go accept the thing first before you can look at it.
Stupid. I would suggest you don't even spend the free 100 they gave you. I bet they did that to pad their numbers. See, X number of people bought, Pip-Boy skins because you can buy 2 of them with the thingy out. I got your game. I know your game, Bethesda.
I know your game.
Their game is games.
I'm onto your games that are your games.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense.
No.
All right.
So anyway, until next time, I'm Hugo.
I'm Jake. This is what Todd Howard's going to end his life with. It's a Coke bottle. But it also opens Coke bottles. Was Christopher Nolan behind this?